Vermicompost is one of nature's most perfect soil amendments, a concentrated powerhouse of plant nutrition, beneficial microorganisms, and soil-building compounds created through the digestive systems of earthworms. When used correctly, it can transform your garden's productivity. Let's explore exactly how to integrate this black gold into different growing scenarios for maximum benefit. Before mixing vermicompost with soil, it's crucial to understand its concentrated nature. Vermicompost contains 5 to 11 times the available nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium found in regular compost. It's also rich in plant growth hormones, humic acids, and beneficial microbes that support root development and pathogen resistance. Because of this potency, you'll typically use less vermicompost than standard compost, treating it more like a biostimulant than a bulk soil amendment. Well-processed vermicompost should be dark brown to black, crumbly, earthy smelling, and relatively lightweight with visible worm castings throughout. For general garden beds, incorporate vermicompost at 10 to 20% volume ratio, 1 to 2 parts vermicompost to 8 to 9 parts soil. This ratio provides sufficient biological activity without overwhelming plants with nutrients. For container gardens where soil biology is even more critical, increase to a 20 to 30% ratio. When preparing seed-starting mixes, limit vermicompost to 10% of the total volume to prevent potential germination inhibition from excessive nutrient levels. For established perennials and shrubs, apply as a 1-inch top dressing extending from the main stem to slightly beyond the drip line, then gently work into the top 2 to 3 inches of soil without disturbing deeper roots. Unlike chemical fertilizers that can be applied according to rigid schedules, vermicompost applications should align with plant growth cycles. Apply vermicompost 2 to 3 weeks before heavy feeding periods, before spring growth surge, pre-flowering, and fruit set for edibles. Fall application allows time for biological integration before spring growth. Avoid applying during dormancy when soil biology is less active. In warm climates, monthly light applications, a 1/4-inch top dressing, maintain soil biology throughout extended growing seasons. For cool season crops, incorporate vermicompost 7 to 10 days before planting to allow beneficial microorganisms to establish. Proper mixing preserves the biological activity that makes vermicompost so valuable. For new beds, spread vermicompost evenly across the soil surface, then incorporate to the desired depth using a digging fork rather than a rotary tiller, which can damage microbial life. Work in gentle lifting motions rather than aggressive turning. For existing plantings, create small 2-inch deep pockets around the drip line and fill with vermicompost, allowing irrigation and root growth to access these nutrient pockets gradually. When mixing with potting soil, use your hands or a plastic trowel rather than metal tools, which can damage beneficial microorganisms through oxidization reactions. To maximize vermicompost effectiveness, precondition your soil before mixing. Moisten both the vermicompost and receiving soil to similar dampness levels 24 hours before combining them. This prehydration activates dormant microbes and prevents the vermicompost from drying out upon contact with drier garden soil. For compacted soils, first loosen to 8 to 10 inches deep, then wait 48 hours before incorporating vermicompost. After mixing vermicompost with soil, protect your investment with proper mulching. Apply 2 to 3 inches of organic mulch like straw, leaves, or wood chips to regulate soil temperature and moisture, critical factors for microbial activity. Keep the mulch 2 inches away from plant stems to prevent rot. In hot climates, consider applying vermicompost in shallow trenches and covering immediately to prevent UV damage to microorganisms. Water thoroughly but gently after application, using a shower setting rather than a strong stream to prevent compaction and runoff of valuable microbes. Clay soils benefit from higher vermicompost ratios, up to 30%, concentrated in the top 4 inches to improve structure and drainage. Sandy soils need vermicompost combined with additional organic matter like coconut coir to improve water retention. Use a 15% vermicompost to 15% coir ratio with 70% existing soil. For alkaline soils, mix vermicompost with acidifying materials like pine needles or coffee grounds to balance pH while adding nutrients. In highly acidic soils, combine vermicompost with a small amount of garden lime, about 5 pounds per 100 square feet, to moderate pH while improving biological activity. For established plantings where soil mixing isn't feasible, consider vermicompost tea application. Steep 1 cup of vermicompost in 1 gallon of dechlorinated water for 24 hours, agitating occasionally. Strain through cheesecloth and apply the liquid directly to the soil around plants, extending to the drip line. This method delivers microbial benefits without disturbing roots, and is particularly effective for perennials, shrubs, and trees, where working vermicompost into soil would damage established root systems. If you found this guide helpful in your gardening journey, please subscribe to Hydrohaven for more in-depth organic gardening content. Share this video with fellow gardeners who might benefit from incorporating vermicompost into their soil improvement strategies. Drop us a comment about your experiences with vermicompost or questions about adapting these techniques to your specific garden conditions. Until next time, happy growing.